Alright, I'm Matt, and this is the Duskers Daily Challenge for the 16th of July 2025. Today we have Collector, Sensor, and 30 points below average drone health. We are on a government A with one infestation type and a power inlet that's hiding. Thought I heard a swarm just now. Maybe I can. Yeah, that's a swarm. Up in that room that we can't get into, I think. Or that we don't have on schematic view yet. Busted terminal here. I'd feel a lot safer with lure today, but okay. Jeff with tow. All right. Holy moly, that sounds angry. Okay. Pretty sure there isn't one here. Yeah. Well, we have a terminal that works with defense. Oh, R4 has a defense then. Because that's the only room that's powered and... yeah, there we go. Well, that's kind of neat, isn't it? Okay. Also got to keep in mind that we have Collector. Okay. Okay. Could have sworn that there's a swarm in R8. But apparently not. Maybe it's just up in D23. Yeah, this is clear. This is another defense, so that's something. Oh, there's an open door here. That doesn't like me overly much. Well, we have the fuel. Doesn't sound like anything up here. Yeah. Okay, power, terminal. Okay. Just gonna see what we can do from R11. Maybe we can close that door to R10. D19. We can't, of course. We don't have ship scan today, no defenses on this network. Pretty sure there's a swarm in R12. Dang it. Okay. I have a risky idea. Let's do this first. Oh. That's kind of what I was hoping for on this side. All right. Okay, we might not need that risky idea. Depending on what R9 powers. No. All right. So the big question is where the last power inlet is. Is it R12 or R15? Okay. That's the vent. That doesn't like me overly much. Okay. Oh wait, this one isn't powered. Never mind then. Well, that sucks, doesn't it? Alright, fine, be that way. just gonna go here. There's another risky idea we could pull off. Possibly. That is if the swarm is up in R12, open D7. But it needs to be an R12 for that, because otherwise it will kill drone 2 stone dead. There's the power, holy moly. Okay, and then I need this. Okay, that works. Or at least it should. Alright. Actually, we do need D23 open. I mean, we could do D24 too, but I don't think... Nah, they're not going to use that. Now we just wait for that swarm from R12 to go down into R10, then R9, then R3, and then we can move them into the defense room and be rid of them. That's the theory anyways. Bit of a shame about that R14 swarm. Okay. I kind of wanted them in R8 so I can then also move them through R3. There we go. Okay, there's another defense which we could use on that R14 swarm on the other hand. Let's leave them. Leave them alive. Six scrap, no fuel, one drone upgrade. That's all she wrote. Actually, no, that's not all she wrote. Never mind. We may need to deal with that swarm after all. Because we have collector. And that means... That means we want to vent the ship. Oh. That's two swarms. And venting the ship is easier if all swarms are accounted for. So that was a second vent spawn. Okay. Right. On the other hand, it would be good if both of them moved in. Of course, they don't do me that favor. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I just need to find my way up to the terminal. What's that? Yeah. Okay. That's all. Right. So, how do we do this? I kind of want to start at A3. Okay. Okay, I need to close D24 later on. I gotta check what I can do from... but I don't think I can do it all from here. It goes there, so we need D9. Yeah, I can't. I didn't open D10, that was not entirely smart. So I need D10 and D11. Oops. That looks about right. Yeah, that looks right. Okay. Nothing yet. D26. Okay, nothing. Nope. Okay, that's R10. I can track the progress by the vanishing of sensors. Still nothing. Everything breaks. There we go. So we're at 7 scrap now. Nine scrap. But that's something at least. And that's all. Starting score was an even 500. We had a gain of 240 for a total score of 740. Top possible? Who knows? Because it's all up to RNG with the collector. Congratulations to LB, who got the same 740 that I got in less than half the time. Whoops. Mustika 720, Liquid, Faxtologia, and Jurik 700. Apollyon 680, that's the top score without getting anything from the collector, I think. Yeah. Also, only with Faxtologia we start getting into the times close to mine, although Apollyon was a good deal, took a good deal longer than me. Interesting. Full Metal Strategist 600, Meat Boy 590, ITJ 585. Mikey 580, Quasidemo 545, Girthar 350, and Prince went out with 0. All in all, not overly tough a ship. The only issue was that room with the open door that held a swarm, because it also held, or those two rooms with the open door holding a swarm, because those two also held the generator that powered that door, or the power inlet rather. And that made things a little bit dicey, but knowing about the swarm targeting, it was, and the movement patterns of infestations, it was doable to get them all out. The other options would have been to lure them into either R10, the top left room with the generator, open the door, wait for the sensor to go off, close the door, and move into the boarding craft. That would have been kind of risky. The other would have been to lure it into R3. By lure, I mean using a drone in the relevant room, close to the door, so you can just leave when the swarm shows up and close the door in their face. That could also have worked, but I didn't do that. I went slightly safer route. Anyhow, I've said it twice, I'll say it a third time. I will not be playing over the next 2 weeks. I think I'll be back on the 3rd, maybe the 4th, I'm not yet sure, of August. But you can check out the other players in the meantime, because as usual I will put a link to a playlist containing their videos into the video description, along with links to their daily challenge playlists. And with that said, let's see what the next video brings, or the next challenge brings. And until then, thank you and good night.